Welcome to another screencast for ERPAL for service providers. In this screencast, I want to show you how to work with the CRM system of ERPAL to keep control over your contacts and your sales processes in activities. In the last screencast, I gave you an overview over all integrated applications of ERPAL and how they work together. Today, we will focus on more details. And to start with this screencast, I want to show you how you can ramp up the usage of ERPAL CRM by importing your existing contacts. Just click Import Contacts and have a look at the CSV template file. This template file gives you a template for the format that you should use to export your existing contacts from your contact database. It's easy and described in the columns, so you just need to export your existing contacts into this CSV format. After visiting the Contacts importer, just choose your file and import. In our file, there were 3 new contacts, and you see one company was created and 2 other nodes that are related to this company. Those 3 are the new contacts imported to our CRM. If I click to the testing company, I will see all the contact information, and also I see all related persons in the CRM. Of course, you can create a new contact manually. Let's say a customer called you and wants to get some information about your service. We first add this person individual, and after this we will add the company. It's a Mr. Thorsten Müller, typical German name by the way. He called us and he's from a manufacturing company. You can change your target audience categories in the taxonomies of Drupal that are accessible in the administration backend of ERPAL. He's interested in web design, for example. You can upload an image here. You may add the birthday if you want a reminder about his birthday. You can add the language here, British English, tax ID if it is necessary, and the customer category. It's a very interesting one, so set it to a customer. Now you want to add a relation because he works at a company. So choose company and name it my company. We can add, now the company didn't call us, it was the person, so we won't change the origin here. And we want to add the address. Company address, zip code, and the city is New York. He's from United States, and this is the address of his office. We can add some bank accounts, leave some notes here, for example, very interesting company. We want them as a customer. You can add some files here, but in this case for a company it's not necessary to add a file. We can leave information here about the phone number. It's phone number of his work. We can enter his email address, müller@mycompany.com. And we could add his address, but in this case it's not so important. as we left the address for the company, and this is where our mails are sent to. Save this one. And you see the new contact with a relation to his company. We didn't add any communication information for this company, so they don't appear here. If we click to this company, we also see the relation to our contact person. And as we added some phone number and email address, we will see them here. Now let's create an activity, because in another meeting he told us that he's really interested to receive a quote from us for his new website. So we create a new activity. And call this activity new website to develop. We can add an account manager, that is the person that should care about this activity. Let's say it's a user called PM. It's a customer request. That means right now it's only a lead, but we can qualify this lead later if we want to add the sales volume here and we have more information about what the customer really wants. The origin is by mail, because he sent me a mail with his requirements. And I want to get in contact with him next week on Friday at 4 p.m. Other related contacts are Max Mustermann, because he also joined this meeting and he knows this customer. Maybe it was a recommendation from him to us. Let's add the sales volume, maybe 30,000. And I think, as it was a recommendation, we have a good chance to get the order till the end of next month. The customer was well prepared and he sent us already some requirements. So we will press Ctrl B for opening this upload box and drag and drop just our file here and add it to the activity. Very easy, isn't it? In the body we leave some notes that he wants a modern website with awesome usability. And save this. Now, as you see, we have a new activity. We see the files that we added. We see the contact that is related. And we see all our information, like the chance that we get the order and the financial volume. We can assign this to our internal developer, because he should create a prototype. Now this developer got an email, and on this task that is related to this activity automatically, we can track the process and tell this developer that is assigned to this task in our internal work project, please create a prototype. And set it to in progress. The developer will see to which activity this task is related, and if he completed his work, he can leave a comment here, for example, that the prototype is now developed and added, for example, to the task. Then we send this prototype to the customer and also add a quote. We want to get in contact with him next week. So here is the prototype. Please give us some feedback. And we have submitted the quote. Save. If we have a look at our calendar, we can see this activity in the next month. Here it is. So we will not forget to contact our customer at this date. Okay, now the customer called us again and he told me that he likes his prototype, but he wants to have a detailed concept. In this case, we may add another file, send the concept, and finally we get the order. So we add all the communication here in comments and write a comment that the order was placed. Maybe just copy the email there, that we have a good documentation over the whole communication process. Order was placed by mail today. And set the status to quote accepted. In this case, our task that was automatically added to this activity can also be closed. So this is just a suggestion how a workflow could be established, but it's not required that you work with these tasks. You can only work within your activities and don't use the tasks at all, but they are pretty helpful if you have something to prepare and organize your work to get an order and to prepare a quote. As you can track your time on each activity, you will get a good report how much time you spend with your activities and how much money you earn with them. This is very important to control your sales process. If your customer places the order, then you can create a new project from your activity. The title is already preset. The customer is pre-selected. We can change the project category to categorize what needs to be done. It's mostly backend development, and leave a description how to develop the new site here. And here automatically the sales activity where we created this order from is related. That's it. Now we have a new project, and how you work in a project with ERPAL, I want to show you in another screencast. So to summarize for you, if you want to control your sales process and keep track over all your contacts and sales activities, you can use the contact list and create new contacts there or access existing contacts. It is also possible to integrate your CRM system with your VoIP provider. That means every time a call is initiated, you will see a pop-up that shows you who is calling. Also, you can click directly on the phone number to initiate a call by yourself. This is done by another module that integrates ERPAL with your VoIP provider that you have chosen. If you are looking at a contact and, for example, you access the contact's company, you see on the right links to all related activities and projects. If you click to activities, you will see all activities of this customer. And if you click to projects, you will see all projects of this customer. This gives you a nice quick access to everything that matters if a customer calls you and you want to check which orders the customer has placed, which invoices are not paid yet or are paid in time, and which activities are open to be processed. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening to our latest podcast or screencast, and I'm looking forward to welcome you to our next screencast about how to manage projects in ERPAL.